In the Mahabharata, Arjun faces a great difficulty because he shares a relationship of love with those enemies who he's supposed to fight. Even the Kauravas, there is certain love for his cousins that Arjun has. Therefore, he is hesitant to enter into battle with them. And of course, with people like Bhishma, his relationship of love goes very deep. Now, what's really important to understand in the context of the Bhagavad-Gita is that those relationships which are loving sometimes are much more difficult. Now, how to deal with this? If there's no love existing, then it's easier to have a relationship. But love creates certain hopes, expectations, dreams. It gives vent to the imagination. It gives vent to our feelings, our emotions. So, man becomes a little confused where there is love. It's easier to fight an enemy, obviously, where there's no love. But this very conflict that Arjun is facing to fight with those he loves is really the central conflict within the Mahabharata, within the episode of the Bhagavad Gita. Now, it's very important to understand this because in our everyday lives also we face the same problems. We tend to have more disagreements with those we love or those we are in proximity with. This applies in, our relationship with our parents, our relationship with our spouse, or with our children, and so on and so forth. How do we deal with this? Because somewhere along the line, there is a lack of clarity. Somewhere along the line, there is an object of interference with the other's decision making when we love the other person. But what's really important, the antidote to this kind of situation, is to attain clarity in the mind. Now, clarity is really the key to effective communication, the key to effective understanding. And when we love another, we are to have that much courage to let the other decide how they want their life to be. This very acceptance of the other deciding for themselves without our interfering creates a certain comfort. Now, this applies in our work situations also. Some people we may like at work, but with them also we find things going wrong. But maybe it's got to do with our own attitude. We want them to act according to how, somewhere subtly we want them to act according to our will. But really the spiritual effort of Arjuna as exemplified in the Bhagavad Gita is to attain to such a consciousness, such a mindfulness, such an awareness that from the very source of yourself, you start understanding that you're not to allow your feelings and emotions to get involved all the time. Inwardly, you are just a witness to your feelings, to your emotions. And then you can act with clarity. Then you can engage with the other in the way that it's meant to be engaged, in a spiritual manner. So clarity is a result of greater consciousness, greater awareness. And that means not letting your feelings and moods and emotions overpower everything else. This is the key to having more energy in a relationship, to having a greater sense of action or engagement. That engagement could be of any kind. But for you to be flowing in your duty, in what you need to do, without getting tired by the expectation of the other, or what you expect of the other, or what you expect of yourself in the situation, is to make your own life flow much better, go more perfectly, more energetically. Then you will do what needs to be done, the right thing that needs to be done, and not allow your feelings to interfere unnecessarily. Be finished with this constant interference of your emotions and feelings. Attain to clarity. Be more conscious. Be more aware.